Back again to let you know tonight. Oh, it's Meng On MENG. Meng On MENG. Meng On MENG. It's our thing. Oh yeah, we're making Lego. We're making action figures. We're doing it all. Meng On MENG. Meng On MENG. Oh yeah, it's my thing. Meng On MENG. Meng On MENG. Woo! Tonight, known world united. 7 o'clock. Jump on the chat and baby, let's talk. Woo! You feel it? That's right. Meng On MENG. Do our thing. Oh yeah.
Nice.
What up?
What's up, my friend?
Not a lot. Been a long day driving like 6 hours. And then before that was a long day of 3 hours of therapy. But we're here now. We're ready to talk Meng. Little Meng, big Meng. We're going to do it all. I've got a couple things to build here, smaller things. First up on the docket, got this little guy. Little Mando with some Imperial Commandos, which I do not have any minifigs of yet, so I'm excited. Also, I've got a TIE Interceptor.
Ooh.
Gifted me, my sweet little Maeve, so maybe we'll get to that and put that together too. But yeah, man. How are you? You.
I am all right. I am finally finishing off some stuff because it had been sitting and some of it got during all the movement got chipped and I had to do some touch-ups. And I was like, fuck me, I should just sealed this months ago. So I did, however, I have to do a little bit of black marker touch-up. I hate the head, so I'm gonna have to find a different head.
Let's see that head.
It's dumb. I need to find a good dolphin. But I have a, what is it, 87 He-Man?
Ooh, he's got some chiclet teeth going.
The actual Dolph Lundgren head that comes with the Masterverse version of this is one of the worst heads I've ever seen.
Oh, is that supposed to be Dolph?
Yeah. But the head that comes with them, I pawned it off on Matt because it's that bad. I was like, here you go, Matt. He was like, this head is terrible. I was like, I know. But I did do these boots because my wife was like, when the Masterverse figure came in, she was like, the boots are amazing. And I was like, yeah, but like I can't take those boots because they're on a Masterverse body and I literally would have to like chisel off everything to get them off there. And so I spent like 2 hours like us going back and forth on different ways to do it because she was all about like helping me to take it apart. So I used a Filmation body. It's a little taller, but I feel like it turned out pretty good. The boots actually match up really well. They're a little shiny, but I probably hit them with a little bit of a matte hodgepodge seal to dull it down a little bit. But I'm very happy with it.
I like it. You know, and sometimes He-Man's got to shine.
It's got to be shiny, baby.
Gotta be shiny.
I had not sealed this, but now it be sealed.
Ooh.
And it turned out pretty good. Likewise, I had not sealed this nor put it on a base. Now on base.
Nice.
On the base, made the water brackish. I'm gonna seal the base, but otherwise we're done. This motherfucker got all chipped up, so I just went it back in with some blue and touched them up, which I think
still looking nice. I liked it. Yeah, back in the day, and now I like it.
Put them on a base like 3 minutes ago.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm probably gonna work on a head of some type, but I wanted to get those, or I might work on this crocodile boy. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. But yeah, that's been my plan thus far. That's my evil plan. Yeah. Yeah. I was going to tell you about like, oh, I saw this thing and I was going to tell you about it, but I forgot what it was. Cause my brain works. So how are other things? Tell me about other things that are going on in the world of Colino.
Other things, it's
I need to know. Did you make anything food wise lately? Because you were threatening to make something where I was like, you son of a gun.
No, that meatball sub thing.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't get around to that yet. I really want to. That's definitely something I want to get. Maybe tomorrow night I might do it.
That looks
but yeah,
so damn good.
it looks so good. We're talking about this one dude. He figured out how to beat the meatball sub problem. He found the solution for it. And what you do is you hollow out. You don't cut it in half. You hollow it out, scoop it out, and then you fill with cheese.
Yeah,
meat.
that dude used to like own a food truck in New York.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, and then pandemic came and kind of ended that for him. But he started doing his YouTube stuff, and there's a lot of like, of course, the regionalism that is New York of like, oh, food's the best, bro, and all that bullshit that I can't stand. Also, like, you've got to have this ingredient. If you don't have this ingredient, it's not a real. It's like, okay, guy.
Yeah.
So there's that, which annoys me anytime any of the wiseacre food people do that. That's why I love stuff like You Suck at Cooking.
Yeah,
because it's
that's
like
a good one.
Yeah, people who are like, oh, this you can do this with all kinds of shit. That I enjoy that. I also like Food Wishes with Chef John a lot.
Yeah, Food Wishes is great. Another dude I really like. He just kind of does shorts, but it's this guy Kevmo. His whole thing's old.
Oh yeah, Kevmo's great.
Yes, he is. He's
we were
wonderful.
Just watching Kevmo last night. He's like super chill and it's super short.
Yep, super short and makes just really.
He works really good at like a university in I think Nevada.
Yeah, I think it's his. It might be his daughter's sorority, but yeah, he's the sorority chef there, and I love watching him do his stuff. And he's just a really cool dude. Unfortunately, going through a battle with cancer, which I hope he beats because he's kind of he's one of my go-to comfort people to watch.
Oh, for real, yeah. I mean,
yeah,
he's one of those guys that we just stumbled upon. You might have even recommended Kevmo to me. Now that I think about it,
it could have been.
But like we'll watch him like anytime a new video comes on from him, it's like, and they're only like 3 or 4 minutes. So we'll just be like, oh yeah, Kevmo, sweet. It's kind of like the we'll watch because Cassandra loves it. There's the husband and wife who the wife does dirty pickup lines to the husband and constantly cracks him up. I mean, we're not talking dirty, we're talking fucking filthy. But she says them with the like most straight fucking face possible.
Yeah.
And he's like this big burly dude and he cannot keep a straight face. He will just cackle. And he gets real embarrassed and turns super red.
Oh.
So it's quite entertaining. But that's like I can watch like 1 or 2 of those. But after like 10 minutes of dirty pickup lines, I'm like, okay, I've had my fun. But Kevmo's great. But yeah, I don't remember what I was saying. Oh, we'll also watch. Oh God, what is this channel called? All I remember is the barbecue guy's name is Malcolm Reed because I will scream Malcolm Reed whenever it comes on.
I don't know if I know that one.
Malcolm Reed. Cassandra got real upset because for like 3 months I didn't watch it, and she was like, "Are we ever going to watch Malcolm Reed again?"
Oh.
How to Barbecue Right.
Oh, okay.
He's like a twangy chonk man from the South. He's like a chonk.
There's the 2 barbecue things. One is Arnie Tex, and it's all like Mexican barbecue and stuff like that. This guy's amazing. The other one I like to watch is Cooking and Grilling with
AB.
Yeah.
Yeah, AB
is awesome.
AB is amazing. Yeah,
love that guy.
He's another one who's like, we get in, we get shit done, and we get out. There's another. God, I'm trying to think of dude's name now. I mean, besides ordinary sausage, which is like we're both obsessed with.
Yeah, that's sometimes it's like I want to make that, and then sometimes it's like this guy's insane.
Yeah.
Needs to
He
be
made
stopped.
one out of chicken feet that were sent to him from China by a couple of people who watched.
Mhm.
And he made it, and he was just like, it was one of those where he took like a bite and you could hear him like spit it out immediately.
Oh,
Like, because you can't see him when he tries it. He doesn't do that on camera anymore.
yeah.
But he was like, yeah, this is one of the worst things I've ever eaten.
Oh,
He's like, it's not the flavor, it's the fucking texture.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Chicken feet. That's it's not the easiest.
Also, like, they were teriyaki chicken feet. So when he turned them into a sausage and then put it on his little flat grill thing, it like got super crusty because it was just leaching out all the teriyaki.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, why is this doing this to me? It's looking like it's gonna burn, and I'm worried it's not cooked all the way through. I think this was straight chicken feet too. It wasn't any pork. Some things he'll put pork with just because.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what he made the other day. We was like, if we would have took this thing out, it would have been perfect. But we left it in, and now I regret it. Now I'll never get the taste out of my mouth. Yeah. Anyway, ordinary sausage, one of my personal faves, and now my wife's also super into it because we'll do the time to make sausage, and then we'll try to guess his scores. We'll try to guess the scores on Will It Blow, where he takes a sausage tube and he blows it out against the against his cereal box where people send their art of him and Mark Ruffalo. I don't understand the Mark Ruffalo lore, but
no, I think that was way before me.
Yeah, we've watched almost everything, but I think he had stuff even before that because
really?
he also had Sausage Quest for a while, where he just went around Chicago and went to all the sausage places and raided them.
He was Abe Froman, the Sausage King.
He was Abe Froman, Sausage King of Chicago.
Abe Froman. Ferris Bueller reference, everybody, if you didn't get that.
For all you youngsters out there.
For all you, Christ, we're old. To steal a line from the Horror Geek.
I can't remember what the Horror Geek episode tomorrow is, but I was kind of excited about it.
What was his newest? Or maybe there's something very kind of a newer movie he was reviewing that I was kind of surprised. I can't remember.
Oh, he did a newer one the other day and he shit on it. He was like, yeah, there's okay ideas here, but overall, this is nothing we haven't seen before. And
hell yeah.
Well, he did watch one. God, I remember. I that's the problem with my memory sucking so bad is like I'll watch something, I'll be like, oh, I gotta tell people about it. And then I'll forget before I get to talk to him. Skeet up, butt up, butthole.
And then got a little night owl Mando right here. And then just a regular Mando warrior. What up?
Oh, I started reading the manga Out the Mountains of Madness.
Oh
my god.
How was that?
It's absolutely gorgeous.
I bet.
It's beautiful to look at. It's a good translation.
Yeah.
It's black and white.
Ooh. I've just got into, on the manga front, Berserk. After being a big fan of the 3-movie trilogy they put out, the Golden Arc. Oh, that was good.
I watched a thing where someone said Hellboy is the American Berserk, and I was like, I don't know what this means.
I wouldn't agree with that. Like, I like Berserk and I love Hellboy for sure, but like there's some really icky ass monster shit in it, but like, yeah, no, I'd say,
I think it had a lot to do with like being destined to have to like be a part of the apocalypse when it's.
Oh, yeah. The villain definitely, or he starts out as kind of like our hero, but like we know bad things are in store for him. And then there's Guts, who's like just this salty little boy. Not a boy, he's a man. He's a big man. But he becomes like just this hardened kind of hero, and I could see parallels to Hellboy with him and stuff. Like he's got a crazy ass like metal arm and stuff, but you know, it'd be crazy. Who's in the
They dropped
comments, right?
another Crooked
Spike!
Man. Hey,
Any of those
they
trailers
dropped
yet?
another Crooked Man trailer.
What are your thoughts?
I think it looks great. Cassandra is just like, Hellboy should be bigger, and I'm like, okay. I mean, but
Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to sound like one of those like not my Hellboy, but like I don't know. And I know Mignola's like working on it, and that's awesome. But like I don't know. Like
he
Hellboy. So
is like the guy working on it.
yeah.
So
like,
there's a thing coming out about Hellboy or about Mike
Mhm.
Mignola, and there's a lot in there from what I've seen about how his falling out with Del Toro.
I didn't know that.
Well, yeah. It's not like they're not friends anymore, but so apparently Del Toro at one point they were doing some stuff on Hellboy, and Del Toro put something in front of Mignola, and Mignola said, well, Hellboy wouldn't do that. And he said, your Hellboy wouldn't do that. This is my Hellboy. And Mignola was not overly pumped about that.
I could, yeah.
Because he was kind of like, his explanation, which was what I was watching, was he was like, so he's like, I love Guillermo, and he brings us all this passion stuff, and he loves the character. The difference is this is mine. I made this.
Yeah.
I made it because I wanted to make monster books, and it is truly something I own, and it's my legacy. He's like, and Guillermo will go off and do another movie or 1,000 more movies, and this might just be a footnote.
I get that.
So
I
he's
understand.
like, it was very frustrating to hear someone say, this is not yours, this is mine. He's like, I left working for the big two comic companies because I didn't want to deal with that. He's like, also, I just found out I didn't like drawing superhero comics, the ones they wanted me to draw.
Yeah.
Because it took me too long and I never was satisfied with what I put out. So yeah, I was like, because I always wondered, like, what was because I'd always heard that there was a little bit of a falling out. Like I'd always read like that those two were still friends, but by the time they were done with the second Hellboy, Mignola was kind of sour.
That's a bummer.
But
Second one's my favorite. I love that.
It sounds like there might have been a good reason, especially because Del Toro had said like he wanted his third one to be like Universal Monsters. He wanted Hellboy to basically fight the Universal Monsters type of thing.
Nah.
I think Mignola was like, that's not really a thing that I do.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's not, I don't know, like keep it folklore, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I think it was all, I think it did become like Del Toro wanted to tell his stories and he was taking a lot of personal ownership over that. Yeah. And it's like, that's where I do believe Mignola when he's like, yeah, that's not yours.
Ooh. Spike says Hellboy should have hooves. Agreed.
I mean, in a perfect world, yeah.
And how does he feel? And how would Mignola feel about the David Harbour Hellboy? Have we heard?
Yeah, he liked Harbour. He hated the movie because of Neil Marshall.
Yeah, he's really hit and miss.
He offered Neil Marshall, like he was like, I put myself out there and was like, I am here at your disposal because I hear you're trying to do a R-rated movie, and I feel like this is an R-rated property. In my eyes, the thing I made is R-rated, and I want to help this be as successful as possible. I understand, this is also like, if this does well, this is kind of your you get to do your movies after doing this movie, and you're a horror guy, and I'm a horror guy. And he said he made 3 overtures to Marshall, and Marshall didn't return a single call.
Cool dude.
He just ignored him.
Don't you? Oh God, I hate when that shit happens. Like so
You know,
much.
that's like made me go, okay, Neil Marshall, you went from someone I could kind of tolerate to someone that is just a piece of shit. Because he said, like, as soon as that movie started doing bad, he was like, I never wanted to do this. I think it's dumb. I'm not a comic book guy. You know, he just shit on it. It was basically, he was saying, like, this was mercenary work for me. I did this so I could make a movie later. So like, I do one for you, so I get to do one for me.
Bullshit. I'm calling shenanigans on that.
He's a piece of shit.
Yeah, he's got, I don't know, like, there's some good movies he's got, like, and I love his work on Game of Thrones. I love The First Descent. What a good movie. Dog Soldiers, what a great movie. But like Doomsday,
I don't hate Doomsday. I just hate Neil Marshall.
There's weird ideas going on. I mean, I don't know.
It's a big dumb movie.
It is a big dumb movie. Although like, if you cut out all the weird virus stuff and just made it a post-apocalyptic weird thing with those knights, I'd be on board. But like, there's just so many ideas in that pot.
All right, so I'm getting ready to paint like a Middle Eastern-esque He-Man, like head, neck piece, belt piece, and like neck stash. I need colors.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Because I feel like it should be kind of brightly colored.
Yeah, I'm thinking like purples and blues and hardy reds.
Okay, let me
Basically, I'm thinking like Aladdin's getup, I guess. Arabian Nights.
Like bronze on the metal, right?
Ooh, yeah, yep,
Gold.
yeah.
Gold or bronze?
Bronze. Gotta go bronze, yeah, dude.
I'm also a bronze guy.
Bronze, I know, bronze, when you paint it, also, I just think it pops so nicely.
You said purples, red,
get them purples.
like blood red?
That might be a little, like, almost like whatever red's kind of been like sun faded. I guess that's, I don't know what color that would be, but something that's got.
I got this like purple alchemy. It's a speed. I'm gonna use speed paints. So.
Ooh, that looks nice.
So it's like the 3. It'll play up in those 3 colors, and the recesses will be that dark. Okay, we'll use that.
Yeah, man.
You said what? Purple. That color. There was another color you said.
Blue.
Like this blue, like Magic Bolt.
Hey, yeah, nice. Yeah, something that's like got a little sun wear to it, you know. So it's not as vibrant, but it would have been when it was like first out there. But yeah, the sun's been hitting it all the time.
Because I'll go back in and dry brush it later to tamp it down a little bit. But yeah, I feel like you gave me a good color palette to work with. Thank you.
That's what I'm here for, man. Color palettes. And whatever this is going to be, I think it's some ruins for the Mandos to fight the Commandos.
Ruins.
The ruins of Mandalore. Oh, by the way, loved the Acolyte. I don't want to get into spoiler territory if anyone hasn't seen it, but
shit, I lost.
Ooh, that new bad guy in it. Ooh. Give me more of that. Ooh.
I have not watched it. I'm bad about like. Would this be a better red? It's like a more of an orange.
Hey, orange would be for sure. Yep.
I feel like that might work better than that purple.
Yeah. Smilo.
I do think. I think we're going to end up finding out in the end that might be Ren. That might be the first night of Ren. I don't
think they
he
did it
was
in the comics, but
they have never said who was first.
That's right. Yeah, yeah. And this is High Republic still, so yeah, I don't know. That'd be cool. I'd like that. They need to. Oh man, just a dropped ball that they never fleshed those guys out. Like, they looked so cool, so cool.
Well, I think also it's one thing I do like about Star Wars when they do stuff like that is you give us the ability to go back in and fill that in, because I don't trust.
Yeah.
I did not trust, and nor do I ever will trust those sequel trilogy to do anything with those characters, with most of the characters in it. I just wasn't a fan. I did not feel like it was a very good trilogy, but Star Wars, though, it's to each their own, and if people like it, and that might have been someone else's first trilogy. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. I was not huge.
Prequels.
Yeah, the prequels at the time, I was like, but after I've watched them 800 times, I've been like, you know what? The prequels weren't like as terrible.
Except for, Attack of the Clones still sucks.
I don't hate Attack of the Clones either.
What? Oh, okay.
I dislike Phantom Menace the most.
Yeah, that
on the way to the Grand Adventure, we had car problems.
Yeah, that was, and also like wizards and all that. Like what? Like Patton Oswalt. It's like he said, like, you want to give me ice cream? Give me ice cream. Don't be like, I got some rock salt and some milk. And if we put it together, this will make ice cream later. It's just like, just give me what I want, If they had, it's like, I don't know. But there's also a lot of great ideas in the prequel movies, and it gave us the Clone Wars series. So
I do feel in some ways like the Clone Wars series ended up salvaging the Clone Wars for me.
Big time for me. But yeah, I don't know. There's things like I do like about the sequel trilogy. I'm one of those people who's I'm a big fan of The Last Jedi. I thought that was ballsy as fuck.
Didn't watch it. Still haven't seen it.
Oh, but
I was so like, after the second trilogy or sequel trilogy episode, I was like, I don't really need any more of this. Which I'm sure is like also shows my like shittiness, but I was like, I don't really need any more of this.
Oh yeah, no. But yeah, like Rise of Skywalker was a huge missed opportunity in my eyes. Like, they could have gone like somewhere. Instead it was like Palpatine's back somehow. And yeah, it ties a little bit into like the Dark Empire kind of narrative, from which comics I love, where like, Palpatine's got all these clones just waiting in standby so he can, body hop and stuff like that. But build it up. Don't just like throw it in one movie where it's just like, what?
Yeah, that I think also hurt a lot. Whole thing is too many people exchanging like directing roles, and so there's like no actual cohesion to it. Yeah. Also, it just felt like old JJ just was like, let's play the hits.
Yeah. No, he's gonna put his mask back together, but there's gonna be red on it. Whoa! It's just like,
and it's like, well, if I wanted to watch the hits of George, I would probably just watch George.
Yeah, I'd go watch. If I want, I'll just go watch the Christmas special, y'all.
No, we've got Star Wars at home. You low class Dracula wannabe Sam's Club jabroni. I can't remember how that goes. Actually, it's like we've got Dracula, or we've got Dracula at home. Sam's Club ass jabroni. That's how it's. I think that's how Griffin says it. Which that's getting ready to come to an end.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I think they've only got two more episodes left.
Oh wow!
And then I don't know what the next. They haven't said what's next after that. They usually don't say until the Adventure Zone episode, which is like their wrap up on a campaign. And thus far, they've only released one live episode, which was Taz versus Moby Dick, which was suitably insane.
Okay.
I would, I would take more Poe and Finn.
Yeah, I like those characters quite a bit. Poe and Finn were great. Although I think both actors are like, nah, we're good.
Well, I think Oscar Isaacs is just busy.
He's a busy boy.
But although I had seen where, I can't think of the actor who does Finn.
John Boyega?
Yeah, John Boyega mentioned he might be interested in doing something.
All right, I like
but
that.
I also think it greatly depends on what it is and who's involved.
For sure. Yeah, I know they're doing that Rey standalone movie. I'm kind of stoked for that. I kind of liked Rey. I thought she was all right. Hopefully they get some of the other people back. Mostly like.
I think
that'd be great.
I think that's going to be a lot of like Mandoverse stuff tying into it.
Oh yeah,
which I'm fine with. I know a lot of people are like, "Oh man, TV stuff is ruining Star Wars." And I'm like,
no,
I disagree entirely with that. But
yeah, I can't say there's anything I've outright like disliked from the TV stuff. Even I know it's got its faults, but I enjoyed the Book of Boba Fett. I thought that I enjoyed it. I really did. Especially that Rancor rampaging through fucking Mos Eisley. That was dope as shit.
It was supposed to be, a big like, look how badass this is. That was my only thing with Book of Boba Fett is it couldn't figure out what the tone was supposed to be. I don't feel like.
Yeah.
Like sometimes it wanted to be a gangster flick, and sometimes it wanted to be a western, and
Yeah.
Sometimes it just wanted to be the Mandalorian for a whole episode.
We also got that Mandalorian movie coming down the pipeline too.
Yeah. I thought the Bryce Dallas Howard episode of Book of Boba Fett was maybe the best Mando episode we've ever got.
God! You'll tell me we're just with Mando, like in the fourth episode. Yeah,
it was so fucking good though. It was like going into that episode, I was like, well, okay, I guess. And then you watch the episode, and you're like, that episode was amazing.
Yeah.
I do feel like they should be giving her a full-blown Star Wars movie.
She is
everything she's directed for them has been killer.
Yeah, no, she's what an amazing director she's become. Like, no joke. Definitely takes after her dad in that respect. Like, love it. How do I get this guy to fucking fly? Sorry. What? Do I do this? Ah, I do. Yo, he's flying. No.
Gordon, flying blind on a rocket sled.
Flying blind on a rocket cycle? Gordon's alive?
Alive?
Brian Blessed, the biggest mouth in show business.
Brian Blessed's amazing. All right.
Oh, yeah.
There's what it looks like so far.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And then I'm going to go blue on the rest of it.
And we'll get this little dude right here. And
Executioner, the chase.
All right, one down, one more to go. And now we go to tie interceptor. Beep beep boo boo.
So we got our Makeup Meng Thursday.
Thursday.
What do we want to do the week after for a regular ass Meng?
I thought we were going to be regular ass. You mean Spoopy, right?
Spoopy, yeah. I'm sorry.
I thought we were going to do some mummies.
Okay, we can do mummies. I just didn't know if you had another idea.
Oh,
I'm your Ghoul McMahon to your on that. You're the Johnny sarcophagi.
Well, I'm thinking something that starts with
death.
Death in a tomb. Yeah, I think mummies are rad, and then I think after that, we're definitely due for maybe some Nashy Boys. It's been a while.
They did a Nashy Boys on Decades of Horror like a week or two ago. It was something else. I was like, they're like, oh, a Nashy flick, and he's not a werewolf. What?
Which one?
He was a Satanist in it. He was like the bad guy.
I like it.
But I don't think it's one we've watched.
Ooh, we'll have to check that out. Oh, yeah. Yes, this Thursday we're doing Tremors for sure. And then next week we'll be doing Mummies and then maybe Nashy or something like that. But we're going to do the whole gamut of mummy movies. So, old Boris Karloff. We'll do some of the Hammer stuff. Maybe get into Brendan Fraser territory. I got to give a shout out to one of my favorite mummies, the mummy from Monster Squad. Great dude.
Hell yeah.
Wonderful guy. Yeah, it'll be a great time. Gotcha. You got me. You got me, buddy.
You got me, you son of a bitch.
You got me right where you want me. Yeah. I recently rewatched the first 4 Tremors movies, and I definitely have thoughts.
I'm not rewatching them because, like I said, not too long ago, we watched them all at one time, and I'm like, I don't know if I can do that again.
Yeah, no, it's
I don't know if I have that kind of strength in me.
It's a chore sometimes.
It's the laws of diminishing returns, but we're not going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it on Thursday.
Yeah. In fact, I was so let down by some of them that I'm going to make myself watch numbers 5, 6, and 7 just to see what happens.
Ooh,
I know I'm getting into Jamie
for fucking punishment, my friend.
Oh no, no! I heard they're stinky. I heard they're pretty bad. Who is it? Alison Pregler's boyfriend, Phelan. He went over them, and it was just like, oof! Just watching the reviews hurts. But
they are not what I would call good. But I will say this.
Oh, Bubba Hotep, good idea, Super Spike.
Fuck yes.
Yeah, dude.
They actually feel like they're trying, though, and I will give them that. They don't feel nailed in.
The third one, which I remember liking quite a bit. Which
one's the third one?
The PG one. That introduces the ass blasters.
Yeah.
And the fourth one is very like...
That's the Western one.
Yeah, it's like, this is a production of our town, huh? But there's some fun acting choices in it, and there's decent humor. But I won't get into any more. We'll leave the rest for Thursday, for sure. What do you mean I do that now? What? Okie dokie. Oh.
Did you ever open your gift from me from Steam?
I did. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Killing Floor.
I just don't want him to give it back.
Nope. I got it. I mean, oh, those rascals. Yeah, Tony graciously for me. So yeah, thanks.
I don't know if you saw, but Valheim's on sale right now too.
I've got that on Xbox, and I think we would be able to play computer and Xbox together, possibly.
That's a great game, and I am definitely like into going back and getting back into some Valheim. Doug and I would play that together, and I think if it was one of those things where I think I might have said this on stream on Sunday. If it's a game where we like all agree like this is when we're playing and one person doesn't go in and like just do everything.
Yeah.
Like I don't mind if you go in and grind because I'm like I like to do that. So we all have like all the shit. We don't have to go around and like all grind together. Although I also like that.
I'm kind of a grind together kind of guy.
Yeah,
I feel so left out when like, oh, there's all this stuff, but I don't know how to do it. But it's awesome that I'm getting it, but it's also like I feel like a babe in the woods. Like, how do I do this?
I mean more just like grind by just resource gathering. Like I'm that person who like actually enjoys Minecraft grinding and shit like that. Like going and just mining for hours. So right now I'm trying to also get a group of people together to do Stardew.
I have that, but I've never ever played it.
It is one of the most relaxing games of all time. It's so good.
I need some relaxing games in my life, man.
Well, let's play some Stardew together.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
We'll make a multiplayer farm, and then we'll just, the nice thing about Stardew is like one person can be like, hey, I'll do the farming if you want to do like the fishing, and then you can actually make some fat bank right off the bat. Because by yourself, it can be a little bit of a mad rush sometimes, depending on how quickly you want everything.
Yeah.
And then I just for the first time in this playthrough started doing the whole fix the rec center thing, where it's like you got to appease these little spirits by like filling all these things, these like offerings with like all the shit you're finding or growing or whatever. Usually like I play Stardew with other people and they go do that part and I'm just like whatever. But since I'm currently just playing by myself, I started doing it and I was like, this is actually kind of fun, like to go, oh, I got to get all these things. Also, when the game I'm playing right now, I'm not doing like any of the relationship building with anybody in town.
Okay.
I'm basically ignoring everyone. Unless I have to do a quest and they're going to pay me. Like, Joe needs a hot pepper and he'll pay you 200 gold for it. I'm like, fuck yeah, Joe, you're going to get that hot pepper. It's probably going to come from my farm.
Farmer Ben with them hot peppers.
Hot peppers, baby.
He's got the hot peppers. Some hot peppers. Hot peppers.
But yeah, I really like it. And I do find it to be remarkable. It's a game you can play, and with the exception of the fishing part of it, and not like be like, I have to pay so much attention or I'm going to end up dead.
Yeah. Did I do that right?
Also, they've added a bunch of stuff to it. So.
Oh.
Because it got an update. Because it's a one person created that game. It's a one-man team.
Really?
Yeah, and they've also said, I will never charge for any updates. Ever.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
This is a game for people. It's always going to be the same cost unless it's on sale. It's supposed to be a game that's accessible for everyone. And it's not supposed to be like a big, to do. Because he's working on another game right now called The Haunted Chocolatier. And I'm like very, very interested in that. Because the name alone, like,
weird.
That name is baller.
That is.
And I think it's going to have some similarities to Stardew. Stardew's got a bizarrely deep story going on.
That's what I've heard.
Like you quit your job with JoJo, which is basically like Amazon, and you go back to where to take over your grandfather's farm. It's all in disarray. Like if you like get into like the other people in the town, some of them have like actual like midway through the first year, a guy introduced himself. You haven't seen him around town. You find out it's one of the women's husband. He's just returned. He's basically, you find out over time, he's got PTSD from being in the military.
Jeez.
So you're like, you know, you can build these relationships with people and kind of learn about them. And of course, then you can build relationships with people and then end up married. And, you know, you can have children's who don't really age. They just stay like 2 years old the whole time, which is super creepy.
Little Benjamin Buttons.
Yeah. My children's had Benjamin Button disease. But yeah, I mean, you can go adventuring in the caves and fight monsters.
Ooh.
You can, like I said, one of my favorite things to do is just to occupy my farm, raise animals. And I do. It's got one of the more challenging fishing systems in it, which most people, when they start, they're like, I fucking hate this. It's too hard. And I'm like, you just got to keep going. Like, you'll go up in level, and the more money we get, then you can buy a better fishing pole. It gets fucking easy, I swear. Because at first, it's like, this is fucking difficult. Because I get off on the danger. Kinetic dynamite. Psychic warfare is real.
Sure is.
Big brother, X-ray vision. Telekinetic, frenetic dynamite. Psychic warfare is real. X-ray vision. Telekinetic.
Oh, well, I finished my Legos early. So.
You got both of those done already?
Yeah.
Holy shit, you are on fire tonight.
The little Mando versus Imperial Commandos little diorama thing here. I do enjoy it. That's nice. And then I got my TIE Interceptor from Maeve snapped together pretty quickly. Do enjoy it. Do enjoy it quite a bit.
Are you a fan of those ones that go real quick, or are you one who's like, I could really use something a little more substantial?
It really depends. If it goes quick, then I need there to be like minifigs with it, so there's like a little bit more payoff, because you know part of the joy of the whole thing is building it. Yeah. But like I really, although you know I'll say that you know with the ghost of Rivendell still haunting me, and I have to finish that one day. But yeah, I like to have a little bit of a longer build, especially when you can see all these intricate processes that go into the build where you're just like, whoever put this together is a little genius. Like I love how this works. Or, you know, there's some kind of artistry on the inside of it that like you see while you're building it, but then it remains hidden. So you had this little special experience while you're building it. I love that kind of stuff.
It's nuts what they're able to do. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I never built it, but like one of my favorite builds I ever watched someone do was there was like a Homer Simpson, like a kind of like full size, like kind of desktop Homer Simpson to make. And inside of his tummy, they asked you to put little tiny, the pink frosted donuts in there. No one else will see it, but just for you to know that Homer was eating his favorite donuts. I thought.
Well, I mean, you could open it up and be like, look at this cool freaking thing.
Or the new, I don't even know, it might have been retired by now, but the Pac-Man like arcade setup, and then if you open the back, there was a little person inside playing a little miniature arcade of Pac-Man. Just cool little details like that really get me going in a good way. But yeah, I don't know.
All right, what was I doing? Oh, I gotta fix that.
Fix it. What are we talking about? We don't got post here. We're fresh. We're live. Bringing the jive. That's what you get with Meng On Meng.
Get all that goodness.
All of it. Hot and steamy. Served right
hot
to you.
And ready. Hot and ready. Who are you with? I'm with Harm. Hot and ready, man. Have you ever seen that?
No.
You've never seen Agent for Harm, Mystery Science Theater?
Oh my God. Yeah, I don't remember that thing from it though.
Harm stands for hot and ready, man. It's one of the greatest Mystery Science Theater episodes, in my opinion.
I'll have to go rewatch that. My favorite, or my two favorites, it's probably a tie, is Werewolf and Hobgoblins. I could watch either one of those anytime, especially
I'm in the right
Hobgoblins.
mood for Hobgoblins, but Werewolf is definitely like in it. I agree. I can watch Werewolf like whenever.
Yeah,
it's
Werewolf is great.
So goddamn funny.
Yana Glace.
I just realized, like, I don't know if anybody's been able to see anything I've been doing. I didn't really fiddle with my camera, and I'm still trying to figure out this new desk setup.
Yeah.
For doing this, because it's cool and all, and I like it, but the nice thing about having that giant monstrosity was I could just plop the camera wherever and go. I think I'm going to alternate these metals, Colin. I think I'm going to go bronze and gold, and then I'm going to use I think I'm going to try that. One thing I will say too is, man, speed paint, baby.
Yeah, I think if you alternate, they'll probably let it pop a little more too. Because it's all about the pop.
Oh man, I gotta start getting my adventure ready for Monday. For DNO, and I don't know if I'm even mentally prepared for trying to figure that bullshit out.
Oh, really?
I mean, I got to send the ideas from last Sunday out to the players leaving to be like, what would you like? Because Chat and Matt brought the fucking thunder on Sunday.
Great.
There was some wild shit that they came up with, which I'm very thankful for, because it actually helped me a lot, because I was just stuck.
No.
You ever get that, like, when you're doing something like getting your game ready, and then you're just like, things kind of go in a direction you're not really prepared for, and then like you just can't wrap your head around how to like spin that shit into gold.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, definitely. It's frustration. But hey, we've got Frustration Incorporated. Yeah. So we don't got to worry about it, buddy.
Hell yeah. I really like that song. I think it might be the only Goo Goo Dolls song I like, but isn't that the Goo Goo Dolls?
Oh gosh. I'm not even sure.
Christ, I'm old.
I just remember Goo Goo Dolls. What did they have? That one from the City of Angels soundtrack.
One more than I do.
It's like I'm not even gonna sing it. I almost did. Not gonna do it. And I don't want the world to see me, because I don't think that they'd understand.
All right.
Something like that.
Here's the belt so far. The belt piece.
Yes. Ooh.
Can you see the bronze compared to the brown? I don't have the back, just on the front. And then I'm going to do the gold on that piece right there. Here's
on the middle.
Yeah. Here's where we're at with the head so far.
Okay.
Get a little bronze.
Yeah.
And I'm going to do blue there. This is all that orange. to match the under scarf, and then this is going to be all blue.
I like it. I like that. Yeah.
It'll set like this kind of. I mean, basically.
Okay.
Or does it set like that? Or I might set like this actually. I can never remember how this is supposed to exactly set. Oh no, it sets up. Whoop. Tell me why Dick Cheney underneath my bed. Hell no, that ain't cool. I think it's supposed to be like this. I don't know. I'll figure. Let me grab a body real quick.
Yeah.
Go pull that team and stick it.
Somebody get him a body.
Man. Sick body down as hot as you can. Master Cadillac.
Well, later tonight, I think I'm going to watch that new vampire movie, Abigail, before I go to bed. I've heard good things. Ooh, I like that.
I think the blue, and then I'm going to do the gem in the middle with that gold. I went around it with that bronze. I think it's going to end up looking really good. Okay, here's
they'll give it some nice definition.
This is fully sealed finally. Looking pretty good, I feel like. I'm happy with this. I finished this fucking guy's legs. Pew! Now I just need to find a head that's not derp-tastic. Finish this boy finally, and he's on a base. Here, I'm gonna give myself bigger screen. I think if I can remember how to do it.
Do it.
Solo land, I guess. Oh, no, that's what well, maybe I guess.
Go for it. I like it. Oh yeah, there we go.
I really like the base. Look at it's got green brackish water floating.
Oh yes. Right.
Like that
yeah, dude.
Really good. All right, and then finally sealed, so I can't fuck it up anymore.
I really like that one. I think that's got really the light detail on there is exquisite, truly.
Yeah, I think as far as like dry brushing, shading, and use of speed paints, this is I think the best thing I've done so far.
It's really good, dude.
Yay! So I got that done. I got these other parts cooking finally. I feel like I'm back on track because I got my tag team partner Colin keeping me going. Yeah, straight and narrow. Yeah. We're Meng on Meng, and we're doing our thing every 2 weeks.
True.
And otherwise, Colin, where can people find you in all your gloriousness?
You can find me this Thursday and next Thursday. We'll be doing FK Spoopy boys. And this Sunday, if we're doing prep school, I should be there. I will be kid free, so I'll be able to do it. And then there's some Star Wars I got to switch over and talk to the other guys about, see what they need in the game. And we've been talking about doing some other stuff that, I might run a few things here and there. We'll see. I got to see what my schedule's looking like coming up in a couple weeks after I get things settled with.
Might go to Home Depot. I don't know. We don't know. We don't have enough time.
I don't know if we'll have enough time. But you can find me 2 weeks on a Tuesday doing more Meng. This week and next week we'll be doing our spoopy stuff on Thursdays, and Sundays every so often I'll be jumping in to give my 2 cents if it's worth anything.
It's more than 2 cents. It's at least $1.50.
Ooh, thank you very much.
$3.50. Thank you. Oh, I will be. Where am I? You can find me Thursday because we're gonna talk about Tremors, and this can be awesome. And then you can find me Friday because it's a new beginning of a new month. I don't know if we're doing vampires or what. I need to soon. I need to make Colin bust out killer frequency, so he can play and I can just
Yeah.
be the horrible little gremlin on his shoulder saying, but we should do this. I can't play this game because I wouldn't be good at it, but I can be a backseat driver to you playing it.
Well, that'll be awesome. That'll be great.
Man, I got some wild ass hair tonight.
Hey, I like it. Ooh, whoa, a little Conan O'Brien.
It is. I'm like I look like the guy who ate Conan O'Brien, which could be the name of an album. The man who ate Conan O'Brien. Jeez. I was gonna say something else. I forgot what it was. And then Sunday for prep school, and then Monday is down in Outlands. Apparently, it's gonna be something I do now. Let's make that weird noise. So yeah, thank you for hanging out with us. Go over to where the big boys play, the WCW Nitro of modding toys.
Got to change the adjective.
I did not mean it that way, David.
We love you, Dave.
Dave Wonder Channel. Where I don't think Matt's there this week, but come on, man. David is a machine. I think he's back from San Diego, which means whale's vagina.
Yes, in German.
In German.
In the original German.
All right. BOMUS to all, and to all a good night. See you in like 48 hours.
Yeah.